Hey everybody, 3 Drinks Down. I'm Nate.
I'm James.
And today we have for you Parker's Heritage 16th edition double barrel.
2 barrels blended.
Double the fun.
So today we're super excited to get into the latest edition of Parker's Heritage Collection, number 16, which is a double barrel blend. So kind of interesting wordage, right? Double barrel blend. What does that actually mean? Well, what it means is that 67% of this juice was actually 13-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, and it was double barreled for only 4 weeks. And then they took that and they blended it with 33% 15-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
All of that on a mash bill of 78 corn, 10% rye, and 12% malted barley.
Yeah.
Coming in at 132.2.
Right.
You know, the best part about it wasn't the call to action. We probably got you. Actually, every year, this bottle supports charities for ALS because Parker Beam, as many of you may know, actually passed away from ALS, probably complications of as well. So Evan Hill decides, hey, let's make some good progress on this and donate money. And I believe we saw almost every year for the past few years, it's been $1 million plus.
Yeah, so all 15 editions so far have garnished $1 million, over $1 million, which is nuts to think about. So
It really is. So that's awesome. That's community giving back and heritage.
And honestly,
like Parker's Heritage.
Oh, and honestly, the bourbon is phenomenal.
How do you know,
typically,
James?
Well, I'm speaking of older Parker's Heritage bottles. The collection in general.
It's not like you've had this one already.
I have.
Fair. I have not. So you'll get my first time, his second time opinion.
Right.
But before we do that, well, what should they do, James?
You know what? I think that you should comment down below what Parker's is your favorite. And then also, obviously, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, what are you even doing? Let's get into the nose of this beautiful monster.
Oh, you didn't?
I swirled for like a half a second. I swear, check the tape.
Are we throwing the red flag like the commercial?
Yeah, I'll swear.
Are we gonna like look down the box and like, oh, he did?
Yep, I did. Right. I did.
Fair enough.
There was technically a swirl. Sorry, I just was too excited.
It's good. It's good.
Oh,
hi, brown sugar.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Oh man, it's definitely showing that it's 132.2. No question about it. But underneath that, there's like deep layers of oak. There's a hint of spice, which I was not expecting at all, especially because of the low rye in this. Only 10%.
Still coming back to that nice aged oak, brown sugar. And then I want to say there's like a slight bit of nuttiness there. Maybe a slight peanuttiness to it.
A little bit of like a lavender.
Is that what that is? I could not place.
It's something that I don't expect.
We're going the same. Like I could see your wheels going. I was like, there's, but it doesn't strike me as overly floral.
No. But it is there, and I don't know how else I would classify it other than I think it's lavender, which is kind of neat. Oh,
it just plays right up against the sweetness, so it's kind of like, is it that or is it the sweetness?
Right. Yeah. Super awesome. Super dark.
Grabs the glass nicely.
Beautiful.
Yes. I'm ready to start tasting it.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Super nutty. Oh my God. It's.
I don't know if I put that in your head, but it definitely is.
It's super. It's like peanut shells. And then like it's like, okay.
Like
you ever been to a Roadhouse?
I was curious that
God.
You just cracked the shell, but the peanut's fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
You ever been to Texas Roadhouse where they give you all these peanuts and the peanut shells are all over the floor? It smells like peanuts, right? But you're eating the peanuts. That's exactly the sensation.
Good enunciation the whole time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is delicious.
It really is. Short. I'm gonna take a second sip because I am getting some spices to close it out.
I don't get why there's spice character here. I'm so confused. It definitely
second barrel could have. We don't know the second barrel. That could have been a fresh new oak barrel,
definitely,
which would have brought that new oakiness back to it. There's proof here too, so that's why you're getting that.
There's proof.
Slightly.
It's oily. It's oily. It's an oily monster. It's thick, and it is definitely oaky, which is interesting because it is kind of like a blend of like that old oak, but also like that spice. Is that the new oak from the double barrel or not? I mean, it's 67%. It's a decent chunk of this blend, right?
When I took my second sip, I got a little more vanilla up front. The sweetness came around. Still nutty, still oaky. What I noticed is this is not coming down in the chest a lot.
Surprisingly, no. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No.
The lavender's hitting in the nose right now for me, along with like a little pop of citrus as well. Lemon, probably.
This is just wild. This one is an interesting study because I would think that there was something they were trying to do to impart with that 1/3 portion of the other aged stock.
I would assume
That has to be the oakiness.
Yeah, because they blended it with something that was older, and they already had a large portion of it that was put into other oak. So it's like,
Right.
there's a lot of oak variable here.
Oh, now that third sip is really starting to give me that down the back of the nasal passage.
It's staying like here. For
Right.
me. It's like not here.
Right.
It's more out
Are
here.
you going Tommy Boy on me? That's great. Not so much here or here, more here.
Yeah. That's
Richard.
It's a good reference. I like that.
So at $175 MSRP, and the fact that you probably are not going to be able to purchase this at the distillery, and whatever's getting out into the wild doesn't seem to be making it out on the store shelves, or if it does, it goes immediately. Where would you be on purchase pour pass?
Yep, I'm gonna buy all day. Expensive, but you're getting a highly premium product, an old product at barrel proof, something you don't get all the time, right? Very highly curated, and also goes to a good cause. Hard to pass up.
I'm going to take a little different direction. I am a pour on this one.
Oh,
Not because I don't like it, but I simply just think the chase on this is going to lead you into the secondary market.
yeah. Probably.
That's not to say you may not have a relationship with the store owner, win a raffle to be able to purchase at retail, some of that nature. If that's you, do you on that. That's totally fine. But there are plenty of places I know in the Tampa Bay area where you can get a pour of this right now.
Yeah.
So I'm saying pour, chase it down, figure out if you like it, because I think it's excellent, but I'm going there.
So Nate said he's a pour. I said straight up buy, and this has been a review for you.
All for the heritage.
Double barrel blend.